Like the president's barricades may have prevented vacationing families from touring our nation's parks. He may have used those barricades to try and keep our veterans from visiting the memorials that their courage and sacrifice inspired. And he has used his barricades to try to keep our voices down in America. And I tell you what, it's time that we let them know that no one is going to keep the voice of the American family from being heard in our nation today.
We, as conservatives, don't simply want smaller government. That's necessary, but it's not enough. We want bigger citizens. We want stronger neighborhoods and more heroic communities. We understand what liberals do not. That is that in America, freedom doesn't mean you're all on your own. Freedom means we're all in this together. The value we place on community is based on the value we place on the first and most important human community of them all, the family.
It is because of you that the House of Representatives has been standing strong, because the House has been listening to the people. It is because of you that for the past 2 months, the country is engaged in a national debate about the enormous harms Obamacare is causing. All of the millions of Americans who are losing their jobs, being pushed into part-time work, losing their health insurance. It is because of you that the American people are energized. And we see the Obama administration defending positions that are utterly and completely unreasonable. Repeatedly, the House of Representatives has acted to compromise, to fund vital priorities, and repeatedly, President Obama and the Democrats have refused to negotiate.
We need to understand that the war on Christianity is not being waged by a rare anomaly, but by a significant minority that numbers in the millions. Christians should be prepared for war, but actively seek peace. Reagan said we should strive for peace through strength, and I agree. I urge us not to lose sight of either. Too often, we've lost sight of peace as the goal. The message of the Gospels is not war. Hopefully, the message of Christianity, if listened to, can be part of an eventual peace process. In the meantime, take action. Pray for a solution. Hold your politicians accountable for standing up and protecting life and standing up against the war on Christianity.
You cannot have a strong economy if it is not built on strong values. And no one is born with these values. These values have to be taught, and the government can't teach them. These values have to be taught by strong families, and they have to be reinforced by institutions like churches and synagogues, coaches and mentors, by civil society. But we have countless children in this country today that are not being taught these values because our society is breaking down and our families are falling apart. And as a result, our country is paying a terrible, terrible price. Now, the liberal answer to all this is just have the government spend more money. And look, there's a role for government. But no matter how much money the government spends, it will never be able to take the place of parents and strong families.
And I have good news for all of us. God is not finished with me yet. And God is not finished with you yet. But perhaps the best news is God is not finished with America yet. I'm excited about that.